Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Loop Hero. In the last episode, we played the game for like 4 hours. That's a bit nuts. I don't think I've ever recorded a single game for that length of time for my channel. That is the first 4-hour stream / game episode I have ever done. Whew. We won't be playing the game that long today. We built some towers and upgraded them to level 2. And we got to see how the crossbowmen assist us when we go out to do our loops, our expeditions. We beat the second boss with the rogue and the warrior, as well as the necromancer, all in the last episode also, showing that it is possible to do this. I will say that I feel it's only possible to really get that done with the rogue and the warrior when you have unlocked forests, as being able to get attack speed through a means which is not your equipment, or that helps your equipment get even faster attack speed, will let you get past the reflection that she does, and let you spec for other things with your gear. At the end of the last episode, we also constructed the river, so we will get a chance to see how that works in today's episode. Let's go ahead and do an expedition. Oh, actually, first, before we do an expedition, we're going to do a little bit of crafting. So the first thing I would like to do is show you about dismantling. So I'm going to go ahead and choose an item that isn't particular interest to us, and we're going to get rid of it. Let's think here. Actually, and hold on a second, so I also plan on taking out the necromancer for our first attempt at tier 3. I'm hoping we can actually beat the tier 3 boss with the necromancer the very first time we send him out there, but I'm not sure if we'll be successful or not. Hopefully we will be, though. Alright, so we're going to keep... So the first thing we're doing, because you see me doing a bunch of stuff and my babbling isn't helping you describe what's going on, I am going to set up our supply for the necromancer. So we want the extra damage done to bosses. It doesn't say hero damage, so I'm assuming this means this will affect our skeletons as well as us. We'll take a little bit of regeneration at the start of the day, only 15 hit points, but realistically, these foods are here because of our kitchen knife, which is increasing our base hit points by 1% for each food item we have in our camp. To that end, we'll add another garlic to this. Actually, the garlics aren't very useful, are they? Plus, we hero damage against all vampires. Let's not take those, and this will give me a chance to show you some crafting. So, we don't care about the hero damage against rat wolves. In fact, I don't plan on even taking rat wolves with us this time around. We'll still take the miner's pick. It'll give us a pebble. We can be hit in combat, so I guess the shoe nails could be useful, but they're not really going to be a requirement. I guess we'll leave those behind. For our furniture, we have an antique shelf, plus max hit points is good. Hit points when we equip an item. We're taking swaps, so I'll need to be careful with the antique wardrobe when I decide to do that, or we'll lose hit points. We don't want the oak bed. I don't think we care about the hit point recovery that much. Alchemist shelf is always useful. We really want the alchemist shelf. We'll take the chest, just in case something bad happens to us. Besides, if we retreat, we get to keep a little bit more stuff as well, and we might end up retreating. This is our first time in Chapter 3. And the sturdy tool could be useful, but I mean, we can get, I think, regeneration, hit points recovered over time, so getting a little bit more of it could be useful, so we'll keep the stool in our inventory as well. Now, we have some stuff in here that I don't think we're ever going to use with most of our other characters, I say, as I realize that I want my miner's pick. So let's go ahead and dismantle something. I used to be a big fan of the beds, but I don't think this actually gives us max hit points upon passing the campfire, but instead heals us. Let's go ahead, we'll probably get more beds and I can test that a little later. But to dismantle an item, all you need to do is just click on dismantle. And that's it. It will give you 1 orb of expansion and 6 noticeable changes for dismantling. I'm sorry, it gave us a wood for that bed, and 6 noticeable changes. You always get 6 noticeable changes, and then the other item you get is dependent upon the type of supply item you are destroying. Most jewelry gives you an orb of expansion. Tools give you a steel. Food gives you a food supply, and furniture gives you a wood. one whole wood as well, not like a stable wood or a preserved rock, not the preserved pebbles or stable branches. You get the actual fully upgraded supply created thing. Okay, so we can make tools with 42 steel. We have 19 rations. I would like to save up to eventually build the alchemist tent. So that means we're going to want 24 steel. So we can go ahead and try making a few more tool items and see what we get. Let's go ahead and make 3 of them. Okay, we got a old frying pan, another skinner's knife, and a farmer's scythe, which we haven't seen yet. A bit rusted, but nothing a whetstone can't fix. Apart from that, it's a good tool for harvesting wheat or gathering hay. 5% chance to receive 1 ration while passing through a wheat field. 3% of damage becomes damage to all. I believe that affects only the hero, not your minions if you're playing the Necromancer. I don't like taking wheat fields with the Necromancer, so we won't be equipping this. But we do have these already, so why not add even more of those items? So we'll add... Oh, no! I'm not adding Skinner's Knives, because I don't intend to take Rat Wolves with me this time around. I guess we'll add the frying pan, though. Okay, the rest of these items, I guess, can... Well, hold on. We have extra space, Tim. You have 7 extra space. So, I don't plan on taking the Storm Temples, but these... This was a... Mirrors could still be useful. If something that does magic damage decides to attack me, we'll redirect it to something else, a random enemy. So those will be useful. The rest of these really are not, though. These really are not. So, I don't really want to break anything down. They're useful when we play other characters. So... I mean, I guess the food items should definitely go with us, because we do have that single kitchen's knife. So that will give us more max hit points. I guess technically the shoe nails help us. If we're ever hit by an enemy, they'll retaliate. And that's it. I'm not gonna bother equipping... Well, I guess we could test the farmer's scythe and see if our skeletons do damage to all. I don't think they will, though. Alright, so that's our supply taken care of, and now you guys have seen crafting. Let's go ahead and get our expedition ready. Okay, so, how are we doing this? It's our first time at level chapter 3. So, we want the swamps because I like the mosquitoes. Their whole idea of them detonating and killing everything on the opposite side of the battlefield is very enticing. To help with that, I do like taking vampire mansions so that they lose hit points naturally as well to help with such. And spare cocoons, this way everything is going to die, assuming we can't kill the mosquito. And even if they don't, they're still killing themselves over time, thanks to how the vampires are adding their vampirism, which is reversed in the swamp. We'll take battlefields. We could use some liquid creatures because we're out of Orbs of Unity, so we really need more of them. We'll grab the ruins, because we can get random resources from that. You want forests and rocks, hit points, and attack speed. Super useful. We'll be trying out the river today, so we'll take that with us as well. For our golden cards, the arsenal is very tempting with the Necromancer because that extra slot for +1 more max skeleton. But we'll go ahead and grab the Ancestral Crypt. We'll go ahead and bring a cemetery as well with us, because skeletons have souls, as do scorchworms, I think, as do vampires, and so we'll want more max hit points through the Ancestral Crypt. We're not, however, taking groves with us. We have to take something down here. We're absolutely grabbing the Oblivion. And then we've got room for extra cards. So why don't we grab, since we're taking ruins and forests, we'll grab the Blood Groves to help us devour the Scorchworms. We'll also get a chance to see what the Flesh Golems do at Tier 3. We'll take a Bookery. If we do eventually make it to Chapter 3 boss, we have to put down quite a bit more on the map to spawn him. We'll grab villages. We've seen that the archers can be really helpful in dealing with the early villages if we play a village and a vampire mansion together, so we'll definitely do that. We have a temporal beacon, which we haven't seen yet. Its light is so bright that it makes you forget about the passing of time. Speeds up time by 50% within its range. Can spawn Time Watchers, which are afraid of vampires within its aura. I believe the way this works is that while you're within its area of effect, the progress towards the end of the day is increased by 50%. When you're not in the area, though, I think things in its AoE are still increased by 50%. So it's not quite the equivalent of a Chrono Crystal, but it is. I think that's the way it works. We're going to take normal beacons with us, though. And I guess that will do. Maybe we should actually take groves, Tim. Because you could really use the sticks. You're down to 3 wood. So if I'm doing that, then I will want back our knives. Sorry, yeah, our Skinner knives. So let's leave behind a single garlic and take 3 of them. That's a 30% chance to receive 1 ration after killing a rat wolf. Alright. I really would like some much better supply choices, but General goes to war with the army he's got. Let's go ahead and try to fight whatever it is that we're fighting here this time around. Alright, Tim. Out you go. Okay, can't equip anything. The first thing we should do, however, is put down the Ancestral Crypt. So I do plan to put the... to do what I like doing and have the Vampire Mansion along with the 2 towns right near our campfires. So let's add an Ancestral Crypt. Oh! We can't add the Ancestral Crypt. Right. We can't add it next to the path. So this has to go someplace else. So let's put you out over here. Again, we don't wear armor, so we don't particularly care about the... Oh! We don't particularly care about losing armor because of the Ancestral Crypt. And it's not a penalty at all for having it down here with the Necromancer. We'll gain hit points, and we also gain 1 resurrection after we die. So we gained a battlefield. Let's put that here to start. And a rock. I think we'll build the mountain. I brought the river, Tim. Think before you place things down. Think before you place things down. Okay. I really don't want the Ancestral Crypt where I place it, but it's too late. We'll go with this. Okay. Sorry, everyone. It's super important that you do this correctly if you have the river with you. And we can't bring the river to the road because we didn't build a bridge. So remember that as well, Tim. Sorry, this is going to take a while, everyone. I need to plan this very carefully. Alright. We'll put the mountain down here to start. We should also take a look at what new abilities all the creatures have. It's our first time in Chapter 3. So the slimes now have Sticky Body. Attackers get the Thick Slime effect. Minus 10% damage until the end of battle. It gets applied, I believe, after you attack it once. So your first attack does full damage. We got a village. Hey, let's put that right here next to the campfire. Spider cocoon. We'll put you here, which will add spiders to this fight. We get a grove. Let's add you here. And we have a forest. Add you next to our cemetery. Sorry, our crypt. It's a crypt, right? Yep, crypt. Okay, we get a little bit of magic hit points and another spider cocoon. I guess we'll play this one... Place it over there. This way we have some other creatures to fight when we do this circuit again. We get some books. We'll take plus 9. Sorry, plus 0.9 to our max, to our skeletal level. Oh, 2 slimes. Okay, I think we can handle this, especially with that book we had just gotten. We get a little bit of evasion. We get some summon quality. Our river, everyone! The first river. Your first river must be placed somewhere along the edge of the board. And we are not allowed to place it here, next to the road, because we did not research the bridge. Let's go ahead and let's spawn it. We'll spawn it down here to start. Now, it doesn't look like a river to start. It looks like a fountain. Like water's coming out of the ground somewhere and dripping over these stones. But it will look like a river when we get more river cards and are able to play. Oh, here's another river card. All right, everyone. So, after you place your first river tile, the other river tiles that you get must be placed next to that river tile. Let's go ahead and put this river tile here. Now, actually, before we do that, let's read about the river. Flows from who knows where to somewhere else. This makes it perhaps the only thing in this world that has an end. Doubles the effects of adjacent landscape tiles. Notice this right here. Plus 3 hit points, plus 3 more hit points for every adjacent rock or mountain. Our max hit points are currently plus 3. Now it's plus 6. The river is doubling the effect of this rock. Alright, we get 2 stone, thanks to that 1 pickaxe of ours. We got nothing else very useful. We don't have any magical equipment. And the chest didn't even spawn. Because we have spiders that spawned here, filling up that spot. So that's a really bad place for that spider's nest. That's going to fill up, Tim. This is going to get 4 spiders on it. And you're never going to get what that battlefield has in it. It's too late. Alright, so we have more summon quality. Let's equip that. We have another village. We'll put that here. We get a bandit camp. I forgot all about the bandit camp, so I'm really messing this up. We'll just have to deal with that. We have a thicket. Let's put it near our river. And our attack speed is now 5%. Why is it 5%? I'll take it. It should. I thought that would be 4%. Maybe we have something that's actually giving us plus 1 attack speed I'm unaware of. Yes, spiders, go up there. Up there is the good spot I want you to go. Not into where the treasure chests would normally go. A swamp. Okay. So I'm going to put the vampire mansion here. So that is not good enough. Sorry, that's not good enough. What do you mean by that, Tim? What do you mean by that? Okay, so, Vampire Mansion here, the AoE will not reach this spot, which is normally where I want to put the swamp. So, I guess we'll put the swamp here. And we'll put a Vampire Mansion out in this area as well later. We have another thicket. We'll put that near this river. And as you can see, our attack speed is now 9%. So it is 2% for both of these. We must have plus 1 attack speed through some other means, which I don't understand. These 3 spiders are killing us. we are losing to 3 spiders in loop 2. Oh, speaking of spiders, these guys have the Weaver effect. Adds the spiderweb effect to a location. What does that do? All units except spiders receive the spiderweb effect that lowers their attack speed by 20% until the end of battle. Wow, we had to drink a potion fighting 3 spiders. Let's get out of there before we equip an item and regenerate 5 hit points. We get another swamp. We might as well add that over here. A bookery. So That bookery will go... We'll add it there. Our very first Tier 3 bandit. I guess it's a good thing the bandits spawn because it gives us a chance to look at what they do. Otherwise, I would have forgotten that we've never looked at them, and I would try desperately to never have them spawn. As you can see, the river is looking more like a river. And the final tile it flows to is a river, I believe, flowing downward into the earth somewhere. Another swamp. Okay. Notice our max hit points went from +6 to +21, because this is giving us +3 more hit points thanks to this rock. So it's now +12 hit points thanks to the river. I think. Is that correct? I think so. Game, I've got basically level 1 gear. So if I can't get that chest... Oh, hold on. First off, bandits on Chapter 3 have Nimble. Ignore damage to all. Very frustrating. Thankfully, our archers can gun them down very quickly. Another thicket. Summon quality, summon level, attack speed, and regen per second. This is a great ring. Much better than our other, not upgraded ring. Alright, I think we can maybe survive one more lap. But if we don't get a better book at some point during this lap, we can't do loop 4. And we got a better book. 1 entire extra skeletal level and some regen per second. Remember, that hurts us actually when we're fighting in swamps. Which is what's about to happen. Another thicket. I'm nervous about this fight. I think we can win, but it's going to be really tough. Yeah, you guys saw I was joking. No. 3 spiders is really difficult for us at this point. We don't have good... Our loot is not very good at this moment. We'll accelerate the time it takes for this fight to occur. Put him out there. We got another beacon. Let's accelerate the amount of time. These are beacons, right, Tim? Not temporal beacons. Yes, these are beacons. I'm thinking, this might have been a mistake to go around the loop. We'll see how well we do. Another thicket. Let's put you there. You need to be careful, by the way. If you can't build off of your river with another river tile, because you've blocked it off somehow, you will not be allowed to place other river tiles. Always make sure you have a way for your river to keep flowing, assuming, of course, that you want to keep using the river. Let's add a large amount of card shuffle by adding a bookery to a corner slot like that. Mosquitoes have a new stat here, predictable. Has a 20% chance of missing regardless of target's evade value. This sounds like a penalty, but remember, we want it to hit us because we want it to detonate, dealing 120 damage to all creatures, which will be enough to kill the spiders. We've leveled. And I don't see a whole lot here. Well, okay. We have Ambitions of the Dead, Gift of Blood, and Horde. I think Horde will prove to be the most useful one out of what we have. So let's take that. We got another forest. Let's add you here. And of course, by adding that grove, we now don't get any card shuffle because I have no cards in my hand. Because I'm really apparently thinking too hard. We'll have the forest be reshuffled. Back to another forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can play this forest, and then that will be the last forest until I get a village question mark, and that is not the case. Two rivers in Oblivion. Okay. So, we're going to hold on. Oh, no! We're about to approach a bookery. So, we need to use Oblivion right now. So, let's get rid of... I'll get rid of the village, actually. Oh... So, I don't want my horde to die to these wooden soldiers, which is totally what's going to happen to them. And I think we can handle the bandits, so let's Oblivion that. If we get a Vampire Mansion, we put it here, the bandits will be converted into ghouls when they walk into this place anyway. Now, watch our max hit points, everyone. We gained the benefit of this rock again. In fact, we'll gain the benefit of... anytime you build the river next to something... I think it's assuming it's in the plus formation. You'll gain the bonus of what it's next to another time as well. So if you have a thicket, like this thicket here, we'll get the thicket's bonus once, twice, for having the river next to it twice. We got an attack speed ring, which I don't really care about very much. Can we go around again? Yes, but only because of Horde. Otherwise, I would be giving up. Okay, and we got some better stuff. So this amulet is better in every way than our current amulet, so that gets equipped. And we'll lose some summon quality to get some attack speed and some defense. The forest, that forest we'll hold on to. See if we can use it at a bookery. I think actually I'd rather have the plus 3% summon quality, so we'll equip that. We'll put this rock here. Big fight. Boss, and there's a mosquito. We killed the mosquito. Alright, I'm attacking because we don't have any plus max skeletons. Alright, let's see. Forest ruins. I think we have to kind of hold on to the ruins because we haven't found a blood grove yet. Let's hold on to these cards for the bookeries up ahead. Plus 1 max skeletons, plus 5.4 skeletal level. We lose skeleton summon quality, but we desperately needed something like that ring. We also got another Oblivion. We also got a Vampire Mansion. So let's use a Vampire Mansion first. Oh, right, we'll fail that quest. That's a shame, because we actually completed the quest and killed that creature, but it's too late now. Let's also... let's see. Let's see if we can get a a goblin camp to spawn that then we can get rid of using our Oblivion. This time around, once I have access to the river, you'll note how I'm placing my tiles a bit oddly, because this is where I tend the river to go to. We got a Blood Grove, so now I'm really tempted to play all these cards. So let's place a Ruins here, a Forest, and we'll add a Blood Grove here. We'll have a big, massive fight when we finally reach that place. And we have an Oblivion we're going to end up losing when we reach the Bookery. I hate having Oblivions taken from me, so we might as well just use it. Let's get rid of that bandit camp. Oh crap, Tim! You meant to hold on to that Oblivion for the Goblin camp you're about to get. I forgot. I'm not doing very well today. I should probably stop playing the game at this rate if I'm making so many mistakes. So the thicket, we'll put the thicket here. About to reach another Bookery, Tim, without any items in your, any cards in your inventory. We need this. That's such a shame. But I need that level 3 terrible book. Because our skeleton level is so bad, we're not doing any... Okay, there we go. A decent book that gets equipped. 3.7 skeleton level, 26% summon quality. Okay, let's add a mountain, we'll add another forest. And we'll let that mountain get reshuffled from this Bookery. Woo! What a fight! If it wasn't for those archers, I think we would have died there. More skeletal level, but we lose summon quality, but I think we still take it. Oh, maybe not. Let's wait on that. We have another Ruins, but I can't put it near this Blood Grove. We don't have another Blood Grove. We have another Thicket. We'll add you there. Another Vampire Mansion. Let's add that over here. To that swamp. To add the effect that everything will be at least slowly losing life as it proceeds to beat the living snot out of me. Move a river around. We'll add another grove over here. And we'll add the mountain there as well. We could really use this experience from these fights. Thank goodness for these archers. Okay, we got... Oh, I should have placed a battlefield. I don't know why I didn't place it. Okay, so we got Orb of Expansion, which is super wonderful. We have 5 Shapeless Masses also. Let's begin trying to add... Let's look. I want some Blood Clots, so we can see what the Blood Clots' special ability is now. I guess we'll add Ruins here. And why not? We'll add a cemetery around the corner as well. Oh, right! Ghouls! We haven't looked at ghouls or vampires yet here in Tier 3. So, ghouls have Untouched Brain. 20% chance to be fully revived from its corpse after 0.7 seconds. So if nothing eats it, if another ghoul doesn't eat the body of this ghoul, there's a chance it can get back up. That never ends. I've had ghouls wake up like 5 or 6 times in a row. Just a heads up. And you don't get experience for them if they get back up and you kill them again, you don't get any more experience for them. It already counts as you having killed them once. Vampires have bloodthirst. 20% of vampires' damage is dealt to all creatures that have the living attribute. So that means that he does damage now, like damage to all, to things on his side of the field. We've leveled up. Blissful Ignorance could be useful, but I think we'll take second thoughts. +1 max number of skeletons, always super useful, especially because we don't have the arsenal. So we're looking probably at 3 max skeletons if I don't want to start sacrificing summon quality or skeletal level. So that makes up for that. That sound, that whoop, that's the ghoul getting up again. Orb of Expansion. Alright, what do we get? So, we pick up 2 summon quality, we lose 0.27 skeletal level. I don't want to lose skeletal level. We have another village. Let's maybe block off the goblins. Actually, I don't mind the goblins being scattered as they are, so maybe we'll just let them be. Actually, no. Let's put it here. It occurs to me, everyone, that I was pretty harsh on... Oh, hold on a second. 1 second, everyone. Sorry, this is important. Is this better than what I'm currently using? Yes, just barely. Okay, yes, by 0.7 points. Do I want any of these? No, we will be okay. I was really harsh on the Horde when I realized that these skeletons aren't anything special compared to your normal skeletons that you summon. However, getting a guaranteed 3 skeletons right at the start of the fight, and in particular ones that are, like, 100% not a normal skeleton, that is actually pretty useful. So I can't really knock Horde. It's not as good as I had thought it was, but it's not as bad as I had let on either. And we're gonna drop some summon quality if I equip this. Let's not do that yet. We can get around this loop with 4.5 skeletal level. It'll be tough, but I think we can do it. Another vampire mansion. I have a swamp over here, so let's add you here. Another mountain. I don't think we will make the harpy nest, everyone. Yeah, I don't think we'll construct a harpy nest. Oh, actually, I guess I should, right? We haven't seen what harpies... Oh, and bats, by the way. Gnawing. 20% chance to cause bleeding that deals 20 damage after every attack, for the next 3 seconds. Yes, even the bats get extra abilities here. We have another village. I'd love to put it here, but that's not going to happen. Okay, let's add... So add a vampire mansion there. We'll add a village after that fight. This way, if we do have to end up fighting vampires with skeletons, we can heal. We got another bandit camp I'll have to deal with, though, Tim. We got another beacon. Wow, there was nothing up here? What the heck happened? I must have only just put all those tiles down. Okay. I feel like we kind of need this book. It is more skeletal level, and we get some evasion. We'll take it. Our summon quality, though, has now dropped down to 53%. Do we want another beacon somewhere, Tim? Bookery, another Blood Grove. Okay, perfect. We definitely want to deploy this here to help eat that Scorch Worm. I'm not really using the Bookeries for very much, am I? Let's put a Bookery here in order to stop a bandit from spawning near this village in the future. And put a Spire Cocoon here to also block off this village in the future from having a bandit camp. Oh, and we just passed it by a Bookery. The Bookery I just placed, actually. And we got 2 rivers for it, so that's very nice. Mountain and another swamp. So where do I have my vampire mansions? So let's, I guess, add the swamp here. And we'll let this mountain get discarded. Oh, what the heck is this? Skeletal Archer. Takes part in battles on adjacent tiles. He's adding 54 points of damage whenever he shoots. Thankfully, we have decent enough attack speed that we can still win this fight, despite that thing being added. Yes, everyone! Cemeteries added new creature now, here in Chapter 3. No longer do they add just standard skeletons with the swords. They now add skeletal archers instead. Or they can spawn skeletal archers. So let's think. Let's add the river up here. Just as with other archer enemies, once they're engaged in combat, they do significantly less damage. He is on the front row at the moment, so he has minus 60% damage up there. Okay. I think we will drop... Oh, no, I don't want to drop the +1 max skeleton, Tim. Don't do that. I'm so not used to seeing bandits. I'm so used to doing everything in my power to stop bandits from spawning because I'm so nervous about them destroying my equipment. Alright, we got a bunch of stuff, but none of it's better than what we're currently using. We're about to hit another Bookery. Do I want to lose this village? No, we'll play it. Let's play it down over here to help heal us after we get done with these goblins. That goblin camp's going to be rather difficult for us to fight, to deal with. We got a thicket. My intention is to put the river this way and then wind it up over here. So let's put the thicket here. This way we'll wrap around it twice. Another river card. We'll wind you this way. Not bad, right? It looks pretty. It looks very pretty on that side. It looks natural to me. Like, it looks good. And I see that we drew it Oblivion, so we totally want that. Flesh Golem. Heavy Hand. Every hit done to the Golem increases the chance for a critical hit by plus 5%. Chance is 0 after Golem has dealt critical damage. And we've also... Oh, well, we couldn't even look at the Scorch Worm, unfortunately. Nice big fight here. Thankfully, our archers are going to help carry the day. Woo! Tough fight. We did manage to win, though. We got a better ring than the one we're using on the left. So let's equip it. We leveled up again. Let's see what this entails for us. We know this does nothing for us. Counterattack could be useful. So I guess we'll take this rather than access tilt. For cards in our hands, we want to play the Oblivion. So I think we will get rid of this goblin camp because I'm very nervous about those goblins. I would like them gone. And we have 3 goblins there. We have another battlefield. We said we wanted clots. So let's begin getting clots added to these battles. We have another ruins, but I don't have a whatchamacallit for it. A swamp. I'm sorry, swamp. A blood grove to go. I'm sorry. I have a ruins with no blood grove. I have a swamp, but I've got no vampire mansion at the moment, so we'll just hold on to them. We have another thicket. Let's put it here. And another thicket. We'll put you there. We'll add the forest here. You can see how I plan to weave the river around that this copse of trees right here. Right, we can totally go around again, although we're beginning to fall behind on skeletal level. Another river. You know what? I really don't want to, but I think we will spawn the harpy. So we can take a look at what the harpies do. And we haven't even looked at what the rat wolves have here. Rat wolves also have nimble here in chapter 3, so they are also immune to damage to all. Do you want another goblin camp being added, Tim? I don't think you do. Well, it's too late now. We got it. And it's right next to the vampire mansion. So we could add a, well, I could add a village here. I don't know if we can handle a village, though. Another vampire mansion. Sorry, another ransacked village. I don't know if we can handle that. So let's add the swamp here. And we'll get a chance to look at the goblin archers, I suppose, and how bad they are in chapter 3. Remember that we do heal hit points per day because of the 3 hams we have with us. That was the massive sound you heard. Was us in fact healing 15 hit points, and the game was like, "Holy crap! You're in a swamp. Be careful when you decide to heal yourself." Yes, yes, we'll be fine. All right, so that book thankfully got us caught up with the loop level. We're now back up to 6.11 skeletal level. We have another vampire mansion. But I've got no swamp to place it near. We're getting a lot of crap added to the battlefield. Well, also, it does look like, indeed, my hordes aren't going to survive very much further past these intro fights here, once we're past the camp. The ransacked village actually has been doing a lot of damage to them. I think at the end of this loop, this will no longer be a ransacked village. In which case, they will last a little longer. So, at this point, I think I do want to lose +1 max skeleton. Actually, I don't want to lose +1 max skeleton, but I think we're going to. So, let's equip this ring instead of the ring on the right. And we'll equip this amulet. So, we've picked up even more skeletal level and more magic hit points, which is what I really was aiming for there. At the cost of 1 of our max skeletons. No, well, I like what I've got. I think it's better. Oh, Tim, you have a hero skeleton here. And you're just summoning normal skeletons as well. Ooh, that's a nicer book. That's worse. Do I want to deploy any of these? I guess we'll drop another cemetery. I gotta be careful of skeletal archers adding to a fight against a clot. That would be really awkward. Let's not do that. $68 damage on turn 6. Oh, mimics. Fragile. Every attack against a mimic is a critical hit. 150% damage. So you can deal with them much better now in Chapter 3 than you could in Chapter 2. Let's block the bandit camp from spawning down around here near this village. So we'll add a spider egg there. Beacon and another river. Beacon... Sure. Got you there to add more speed for our walk-in. Oh my god, this fight. Thankfully, we summoned the tank. Oh, goblins. We haven't looked at goblins for Chapter 3. So they have a new ability, Confusion. 30% chance to be idle for 3 seconds after an ally dies. See those question marks over its head? That is in fact because it's confused, in which case he won't do anything. And the leader has Protected. 33% chance to forward a direct damage to a random ally. The goblin's still confused. It died confused. Oh, poor goblin. Okay, let's have this over our ring on the left. It's 1% war summon quality. Thankfully, the mosquito will take care of most of this for us. Let's get out of the swamp. And now we'll use this book, which is better than our current book. We're getting really lucky with level 8 books. That's fantastic. We have another blood grove, which means we can spawn this ruins someplace. So let's do this. And add the blood grove. And let's add a swamp. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's add another mountain as well. Again, we don't care too much about suffering hit points, about taking damage from the hit points recovered per day, because it's only 15, so we don't care very much about that. Let's add a spider cocoon to the swamp to help us populate that so we can get more easy kills like the swamp we were just in. We'll go ahead and add more rivers. We got an Oblivion! Okay, so we should totally use that Oblivion somewhere. I don't want to lose +1 entire point of skeletal level for +1 max skeleton. Where could the Oblivion be used? I guess we use it on the bandit camp. Right? Do we have any oh, we have the goblin camp here. No, let's use it on the bandits. I really don't want to lose any of my equipment. If they destroy this book, that's really going to suck. So I really don't want to lose the items I have equipped. Nothing's better than what we currently have equipped. Got another thicket. I guess we'll put you here. I feel a little guilty not using the spider cocoon, but we don't need to deploy it. Let's grab a bunch of free stuff. Another thicket. More spiders. I guess we'll add more spiders to this swamp, so that this way, once again, we can have more of those battles. We get lots of cards for that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna want one more skeleton when I fight the boss here. Or assuming we fight the boss, because I really want 4. 3, the boss is gonna be a little tricky with just 3. We are starting to get some clots, Tim. Let's look. Let's add another clot fight. Big fight. We don't have. Okay, I'm about to say a skeletal tank. We just got one. Oh, that was a big hit. Look at all that delicious loot, though. And we got an Oblivion from that as well. Okay, so let's take a look at all the loot we just grabbed. So this is... Our current rings are equal to this ring, so I guess we will... I can lose a little bit of attack speed. Let's do that for some defense. Ooh, +1 max skeleton, plus 1.08 skeletal level, and 4% attack speed, but we lose summon quality. So, do we have a way to get more summon quality back? No, we don't. This is very tempting, but I will need something else to make up for the drop in summon quality. Yeah, we'll wait. We'll wait. So let's use this Oblivion on this Goblin Lookout camp after all. Right? I guess we should do... Actually, is there a bookery up ahead? There is not. Okay, let's not use it then. Let's not use it quite yet. Okay, so... we can keep all our stats the same with this swap. So if I put this amulet on, we lose magic hit points, we lose regen per second, we gain a little bit of attack speed, and we gain 26 summon quality at the cost of 1.0 skeletal level. But then we could lose one of our rings to get back that skeletal level and pick up +1 max skeleton. So I think we're going to go ahead and do this swap. Okay, so we lost some skeletal level. Our summon quality remained the same. We picked up 1 additional max skeleton. Alright, the ransacked villages are now Count's lands. Let's go ahead and do another loop. I think we can do another one. Okay, we didn't get anything better than what I've got. Let's see how difficult the goblins will be with their goblin archer. Learning, every creature's attack increases its damage by 2.1 until the end of battle. Friendly fire, here in Chapter 3. 30% chance to attack an ally. Unfortunately, those screws and the ghost, we killed it too quickly. We didn't even get a good chance to see what they were all about. Not better than what I currently have. So that battle wasn't so bad, so I think we could just leave them there. Yeah, I don't think we need to Oblivion them. They can stay. Let's instead... I don't think there's anything I need to Oblivion. So let's try making another goblin camp. Nope. This isn't going to matter at all if it's just these guys. I guess if I'm nervous, I could Oblivion this a village? Where's the next bookery? Over here. Okay, we have some time. We can still hold on to the Oblivion for a little bit longer. I'm not willing to lose any more summon quality. Leveled again. So, the only one here I like the look of is Edge of Impossible. It's tempting to take Gift of Blood, just to see if it actually does do anything, if I can notice it doing something. But I'd rather take a skill that I know will be useful. So let's grab Edge of Impossible. Harpies, Chapter 3, Hardening. Gets +1 defense for 3 seconds after being hit. The effect can stack. Edge of Impossible gave us that 5th summon. The archer there. Okay, some more level 8 books. Let's take a look. Not better. No. We'd end up... This is tempting, but we'd fall below 7 in skeletal level, and I don't want to be below the current loop level, so we're not going to equip that. Ooh, this is going to be painful. We've got the skeletal archer back there adding to the fight. Woo! Look at all that loot! Oh, treasure chests! That's why. We haven't even looked at treasure chests yet, everyone, here in this chapter. We'll do that in a few seconds. Let's see. Okay. Hold on a second. So... we could keep our summon quality at 52% if I equip this book. We would lose 7 skeletal level, but we'd pick up 5 skeletal level, 0.7, and we gain 0.5 through this, and we gain another max skeleton. So we'll do it. We're still over the level, the loop level with 7.22. Our summon quality is 53%, and now we can summon 5 skeletons. Since our attack speed is 142%, we should be getting them out into the field as well. So we should see some benefit from having 5 max skeletons. Clots, Withering, loses 2.1 hit points every second, so it's slowly dying over time. And treasure chest, which I didn't look at, but thankfully we did hover over Ghost quick enough. Presence lowers the attack speed of allies by 15%, makes them slower. So as you can see, the enemies that you are fighting, they begin to add negative SAS effects to various other enemies. Another reason why I don't want, like, Eye of God or God's Eye as a unlockable trait we could take, because I really don't want to ever have to pick that as an upgrade. None of the loot that we got is particularly good, though, unfortunately. Okay, so far we're handling these fights rather well. I really don't want to just discard an Oblivion, though. So I think we will get rid of that. Oh, thankfully I remembered treasure chests. Common Fund gives 1 additional item for every non-chest ally present at the start of battle. Holy crap. Alright, we've got a great ring, which is really hard for me not to equip. So we'll go back to 4 max skeletons, but we pick up 2.1... we're picking up almost 2 entire points of skeletal level for this ring. I can't say no to that. We really, really want that. We have another blood grove, and I've got a ruins over here. So let's see. Technically, this should be an okay place for me to put the ruins, because even though they'll add to this onto this fight, we're just fighting mosquitoes and a vampire. So we'll add the ruins there. You know what? I'll do this. This will be the final point of the river, if we do get it that far. Tough fight, but we did manage it. Oh, okay. We lose a... Well, we could gain back that 5th skeleton without losing too much skeletal level, or we can still... We can gain a little more skeletal level at the cost of nothing else. I guess we'll take back that other skeleton? And another bookery. We'll get rid of that harpy. That's super annoying. My world is in agony. The cosmos is being burned out by the flames of emptiness, and we are left with nothing but ashes in our hands. Another vampire maddened by its thirst. Madness! It obviously is. Even our memories were stolen. Why do you think we were allowed to keep our minds? But even the thirst fades from what I have discovered. Books filled with knowledge have shown me all that we have lost. This pitiful shack that we call our world is not even a shadow of what the world was. There are still books containing knowledge of the world. Please, tell me, where can I find them? Memories are very important right now, as is any information at all. Very important, I agree. Knowledge can help you find a path through the laws of the universe. That's what we call magic. I can clearly see your place in this chaos. Do you know why everyone around you is trying so hard to kill you? The natural order of things, I guess. Hunger, fear, despair. Is quite enough fodder for blind fury. Everything around us tells us that you have to die. Existence itself tells us this. It screams in fear every time you take a new step or draw a new breath. I won't let you exist any longer. With all due respect, I don't need anyone's permission to exist. Vampire Mage. Undead vampire. Mage has a soul. Legacy. Transforms into a tome after being killed. Bloody Pets, summons bats, transfusions, heals allies by 70% of damage dealt during its attack, 30% vampirism, magic damage, plus 20% attack speed. Assuming we survive, which we might not, we will talk about her, why she spawned. And there's a tome, which we'll get to read about later. Okay, I'm shouting because of how loud the music is. What's all this nonsense about the world of my death? There are already too many problems to start coming up with new ones. Magical ways of knowing about the past and the future are often fake. It's no surprise so many mages go insane. Especially now, when going insane doesn't take much effort at all. Collapsed bookery, or abandoned bookery. Your greed set free ancient tomes that now search for skilled sorcerers. Adds tomes to battles on adjacent tiles. That will be all of these tiles for this bookery. I didn't realize that's the way it worked. This is going to be really tough. I didn't realize this is the way it worked. Oh crap. So we got the vampire mage because a vampire, the vampire mansion here is adding to the bookery. They both combine to allow it to be a vampire mage and not just a tome. In fact, we will not fight just a tome from any spot around this abandoned bookery because every single spot is also under cover of a vampire mansion. That's super awkward. Hopefully we can win. That was a really tough battle. Now that was also against a harpy that was present. But this is gonna be tough. Do I want even more attack speed? I think to answer that is always a resounding yes. Sorry, of all the boss themes in the game, I really like this one the most. You're gonna have to deal with me vibing to this. Okay, this is a better amulet than what we currently have, so we'll definitely equip that. Let's keep going. Oh no! And a skeletal archer. Thankfully, our attack speed is going to make it so we can at least keep the summons going. What is this? I think we've already met. Last time, the books were standing on their shelves. What's happening now? Oh, wow. This is interesting. This is actually very accurate. You guys don't understand this. But I do understand this. This is actually very accurate. Clever. Very clever, game designers. Very clever. Everything... This book is accurately describing everything that is going on right now. Yep. Every single thing is being explained right here. That doesn't even look remotely like writing. Do you have any text in human or proto-vampiric languages at least? Oh, wow. Yup. That's also true. I get it, I get it. Let's forget about this mistake and start on a new page. Yeah, we probably deserve this. Oh, and the book faded before I could take a look at it, unfortunately. Looks like now I have to be constantly ready for a trick. Who knows? Next time I could be attacked by my own sword. Oh, Tim Sheath's gonna heal those undead. We're doing it! We're doing it. What do we get? Nothing better than what I currently have. Alright, going. Oh, wait, Boss Mosquito. That's not so bad. We'll have one archer. Oh, at this fight, we haven't even looked at the Scorch Worms, everyone. I'm so sorry. Scorch Worms. Desperate is their Chapter 3 ability. Unit's damage value is multiplied by 1% of its missing hit points. So right here, that's 54%, so he's doing 17.23 damage. Sorry, I'm hovering. We will be pausing at the end of every single one of these because I really do want to take a peek at the items we're getting and if they're better than what I currently have equipped. I don't really want to drop my summon quality, not at this point. Remember that our magic mirrors have give us an 18% chance that she will reflect an attack back to an ally. It's not much of a chance, but it's at least a chance, so we'll take it. This is more... I'm not willing to lose my summon quality. It's going to be hard to replace these two rings. Entire point of skeletal level and +1 max skeletons, that's super good. Oh, Tim, it's getting late, actually. Okay. My intention was to go around a few more times, assuming we were able to beat the boss, so I could fill out all the river and make this look really pretty. But I'm running out of time, everyone. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get to do that. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm content with the equipment I currently have. So let's just finish up the loop. And I think, even though we're not going to be at full life, and even though we'll be down on healing potions, I think we can indeed beat the boss. Whew, that was tough. It's so much fun to watch your army of skeletons slaughter everything. As someone who really enjoyed the Necromancer class in Diablo 2, this is amazing. I really, really like this. Another blood grove. Let's think. Let's add a grove here. Now, the river, by the way, it's not doubling the effect of the tower or the vampire mansion. The river only affects landscape tiles, which are forests, mountains, deserts. It would affect deserts, and so on and so forth. Big fight right at the very end. And we won. We get one last group of loot. Let's take a look at this. Oh, a better amulet. Okay, so we'll wear that. And we're about to walk up here, Tim. Is there anything else you want to play? Because we are indeed... So I feel like we don't have to retreat. We could totally go around this again without any... Well, we might have some issues, especially with this goblin camp and this special goblin here. Yeah, we might actually have some issues. Look ahead of me. I see the nightmare that's waiting for me up on this side. But we won't have to. I don't have time, unfortunately, to play more of this loop. Let's get a few more stable branches while I can. Okay, we're staying. Let's fight it. Know your place, dog. Not the most polite greeting I've heard. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't talking to you. My loyal hounds like to fool around sometimes. Keeping discipline is important. Ugh. And as for you, my little hero, know your place, dog. Who the hell are you? Oh, well, let's see. Sometimes the need arises to kill the whole herd in the pen. But not without a reason, of course. And as you start killing them, a couple of bulls break the fence and escape into the forest. But that won't do. You need to kill every one of them. That's the point, you know. And that is where the hunter comes in. He will track down every rebellious bull and shoot it. So don't even try talking to me about politeness, my little hero. How polite is it of you not to only avoid world annihilation, but to resist this magnificent process? I've heard enough of this kind of talk. I beg your pardon. All of you have this wonderful and profound motivation to participate in this cataclysm. And every one of you ignores the fact that we all want to keep living. It stinks to be exterminated, you know. Frankly speaking, I don't give a damn. I just enjoy hunting. And now, if you'll excuse me, I will feed the remains of your world to my hounds. They'll eat it all in one bite, as if their stomachs were black holes. I hope you're as bad as hunting as you are at jokes. Never mind. You'll get my joke very soon. Get him! Hunter. Cosmic has a soul. The kennel. Damage is increased by 100% and 30% max hit points is healed after the death of an ally. Hunter's Horn. Fills the hound's attack bar by 50% instead of every second attack. Star Gunpowder. Forces the hero to stop attacking and attack another target instead. Never misses. Evasion is useless against the hunter. That said, though, he attacks rather slowly, and he has 53.76 damage per second, so he doesn't do the most damage compared to the other things we fought. Hunter's Hound. Cosmic. The Kennel, which we read about. Jump. Escapes to the astral plane after 3 hits and forces the hero to attack another target. Returns after 3 attacks and deals a critical hit with 250% damage. Alright, let's see who wins. Edge of Impossible happened. That's awesome. We get 2 archers helping us out in this fight. Hunter down. One dog down. That was so much fun. What a shame. Cornered by my own target. And killed. Now tell me everything you know. Oh, please. You don't really think that this is the moment when I acknowledge your power and tell you all I know of sheer respect to you. I'm dying here, you know. It's not a great time for revelations, and also, you've killed my hounds. You bastard. You think I feel good about that? Don't confuse your motivation with mine. I hope you don't have this annoying habit of coming back to life unharmed, do you? Right now, while I'm still dying, a new body has already been made for me in the heart of the greatest black hole. So yes, I will be back. Don't think that everything is so simple. My hunt shall continue, and there's no place in the universe where I couldn't track you down. You don't have to make things so complicated. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to hide. I feel better knowing that you're wasting your time fighting me instead of destroying other worlds. I hear the sound of a horn and the barking of my loyal hounds. A new hunt begins. A new hunt. These guys are a real nuisance. They give me hope, though. They wouldn't waste their time on me if I wasn't a real threat to their goal. Alright, everyone. So, we actually have some decent unlocks this time around. We have Bottomless Bottle. 40% chance not to spend a healing potion upon usage. Their own peril. Hero has a 60% chance to reflect a ranged shot into a random enemy. Hunter's Mark. After killing an enemy, your this attack will do 2 times loop extra damage. So, this affects all heroes. This, I think, is a rogue only one. And this, I think, is a rogue and warrior unlock. Let's grab Bottomless Bottle. The boss has been defeated, but your journey doesn't have to end. You can retreat to the camp with all your findings, but remember, the world will forget all your deeds. It always forgets. Let's retreat. What happened? Why the shocked face? Because it was nearly torn off. I still don't quite get how I've ended up victorious. There. I think you're underestimating yourself. No, I'm serious. That hunter, he had black holes as hounds. I think they can swallow whole planets. And the hunter's weapon? The stars went out behind me after every shot. With all that power, he could destroy an entire galaxy. And I'm sure he has already done so a few times. I don't understand how I could be a match to fight him. And I'm afraid I'm realizing it's true for both the Lich and the Priestess as well. Oh no. Don't tell me this encounter has broken you. Look, this place is becoming better. You mustn't give up. What are you talking about? It's quite the opposite. I'm fully confident that we will succeed. It's not just a coincidence. I have the power to fight this evil, and I have a chance to beat it. A chance to beat it, huh? Well, I guess the luck is on your side, huh? Alright, everyone. That was fun! Hey, holy crap! And we earned enough stuff to earn another Orb of Unity. We need 3 more of these, and we still need another Astral Orb, so that we can actually construct that alchemy tent, alchemist lab. We did get some time shards from that battle, because we began fighting those mages. A shame that we didn't go around the loop any more times, but I'm almost out of time. But we have enough to take a look at what we can build or upgrade, and see what we got in our supply. So, we gained another sturdy stool. So when we play tomorrow, when I play the next video, we'll take the Rogue and or Warrior out, and we'll have them try Chapter 3. It'll give us an excuse to mix up the deck a little bit more as well. Though this worked out well for us, I think. Don't you guys? I think this worked out well for us. Alright, so before we call it quits, let's take a look at what we can build. Can I build the bridge? We can build the bridge! We should absolutely build the bridge. Because we unlock the ability to prolong the river under a road during expedition. Can be built only on horizontal and vertical river tiles. In other words, you can't build it on a corner. I've always liked bridges, but I only remembered that now. Yeah, me too. A river with a bridge is a good sign of civilization. I guess there is a place for them in my expeditions. Here's a positive thought for you. The need to build constructions just to traverse some space means that our world is not as empty as it used to be. I see it as a good sign. This is one thing I really like about this game. I mean, and in the next video, I'll try to actually clue in on a few of the things I really like about Loop Hero, because I've been negative on the game. I've been critical of some aspects of the game in the past. I feel like I should make up for that and talk about some of the positive things I like about the game. But I really like the story. I really like how this entire thing plays out. I think they did a great job with explaining, well, maybe not explaining how things have happened, but we'll get to that when we fight the Chapter 4 boss. But we won't be doing that for some time. But I do very much like the lore of this world. I think it's really, really amazingly done. Okay, so the only thing really holding me back from the alchemist tent is going to be the astral orb and those orbs of unity. So I'm not so concerned about the rations or steel. We can always go out to an expedition, any expedition, and begin farming those without too much trouble. So with that in mind, actually the first thing I should do is what can we upgrade? Oh, actually, we should maybe build a war camp. An obstacle course with training dummies and a grumpy old war veteran. Enough to make you live a bit longer in battle. Increases the hero strength by 4%. Unlocks the outpost card. Oh, I can build this anywhere. Really? Oh. I didn't realize I could build it anywhere. Hold on a second. Where's my map of the town? It would be over here. Here it is. So, this was originally built between the gymnasium and the upper warehouse. This spot. I think that's still a good spot for it. I think it makes sense to build it there. I beg your pardon, sir, but could you take a step towards the staging grounds? A bit closer. Great. Thank you, sir. And now, get in line! I'll teach you how to fight properly, rookie. I will work you to the ground. I'll tear your soul out to free up some space for muscle if needs be. Some might call it torture, but I call it effective education. I don't think that really helps, so let's take a look at this really quick. I don't know what this means. I think our damage is slightly increased by 4%. So this in particular I think helps the rogue and the warrior, but not by strength. I think that means damage. I don't think it means hit points, but I'm not sure. But I think that's what it means. I also really like the sound effect of clicking on the war camp. You're gonna hear me click on that probably every time I step in. That hi-ya! I really like it. I really like it. All right, what else can we do? Can we upgrade anything else? We can upgrade the gymnasium. Oh, nope. But that costs us an astral orb. Even though it unlocks a town card, and I wouldn't mind having that, we're not going to really be using the town card until we reach Chapter 4. At Chapter 4, it becomes very important to have that unlocked. And used, in my opinion. But we don't need it for Chapter 3, and we'll be spending some time in Chapter 3. Speaking of time, I didn't do this at the beginning of the episode that I meant to, so here's our current stats. Game time, expedition time, yep. We'll probably be in Chapter 3, I'm gonna say, for roughly, probably 10 hours. Until we begin, maybe at that point, we'll be ready for Chapter 4. Because when I do a chapter, I have every intention of trying to beat the boss, so... And I think we'll be able to do it, but I need to do a bit of farming to build the other abilities and upgrade our town a little bit more. Fastest defeat of the Lich, the Priestess, and the Hunter. Still haven't been killed by anything. That's pretty amazing. And we haven't lost very much at all. I think we've only retreated 3 times. Actually, does it tell me how many times I've quest failed? Do I have how many expeditions do I have? Does it tell me that? Oh, it does. 4 retreats. We've had to retreat. Wait, is that right? Yes. 20 retreats to champ. 24 expeditions started. Wait, did I retreat 20 times? Every time I come back here, that's a retreat. Is that right? I don't understand this. Add it to the big pile of things I don't understand the game's trying desperately to tell me about. Alright, well, I'm babbling. Thank you all for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.